Alright, so let's start off. We're just going to talk about what pollution is and what types of pollution there are, what causes pollution. Quite basic, but they might ask you questions on it, so at least you know how to break it down. So if they ask you a question like, give examples of pollution. Pollution itself is anything that contaminates the environment. So anything that gets into the environment and makes it bad. So air pollution is anything that gets into the air and makes it bad. So smoke getting into the air, pesticides getting into the air, fumes getting into the air, car fumes getting into the air. All of these are examples of air pollution, anything that makes the air worse. Water pollution, anything that makes the water worse. So you've got your fish in the sea, and then, oh no, there's an oil spill, oh, the fish are dead. That's bad water pollution. Other bad examples of water pollution might be any like toxic waste getting into there, or anything nasty in the water, water pollution. Land and oil pollution, okay, so anything that ruins the land. So, for example, when toxic waste is buried underground, that's really ruining the land and messing up things around it and stopping other plants from growing. Or, just littering is land pollution in many regards because you're leaving non-biodegradable waste around. And that's making the world look worse and making the land look worse. So what causes pollution? What kinds of things cause pollution? Well, you've got transport, so anything like cars, things moving around the place, let off fumes and make things worse. Rubbish, anytime when anyone's littering, that's an example of rubbish. Or when we don't recycle things, that just goes into a big rubbish heap that just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like leaving your mess under the bed. If you leave your mess under the bed and just keep leaving it and leaving it, leaving it, under the bed becomes a pretty rubbish place to be. Same kind of idea if we don't recycle our materials. Burning of fossil fuels. So when I burn coal, when I burn oil, I'm making air pollution. All of that's going up into the air. Liquid waste and sewage. So that's whenever, anything's left into the water. That's an example of water pollution. Anything that increases the greenhouse effect, so anything that's that's increasing that hole in the ozone layer and making this world a hotter place, is then gonna melt ice cubes and not ice cubes, melt icebergs, and then obviously cause a rise in the water in the water levels across the world, and eventually kill us all. Yeah. So, a lot of good things to be aware of and very important for us to look after the environment.